Well, hello everyone. Cars and Coffee Plano. First show at a new location. And I'm excited to see what we can get over here. You cannot park over here in the Cinemark parking lot. That is one of the rules. So I'm parked one over. Now, I have no clue what to expect. The cinema parking lot is of course empty because it is still closed. But it is a boring walk though, because there's no parking lot gold. We go straight up in the show up here. So give you a little overview, and then let's see what we can see. Let's get to it. Well, hello everyone, we're back in the car, turned the AC on, even though the car is kind of under the shade because it's getting nice and warm out. Very nice. So, really enjoyed the shooting at the lot because the sun is hitting the cars just right, and people that are walking by, they're casting shadows, not on the cars. They're casting shadows kind of in the direction, like if they're walking in that direction, their shadow is in that direction, and all the cars are parked like right there. Perfect. It's perfection. Shot a bunch of great cars. Downside of that though, all the supercars, they weren't in that main lot. They were actually in kind of an alleyway, which means that one side was completely covered in shadow, whereas the other side still had shadows when I walked down there. The first car that I could shoot down there was a SVJ. Very beautiful looking Lamborghini. And I love that back end, you know, the freaking lights and then the exhaust tips. That is just one of my favorite shots to take. However I do it, I always try to incorporate at least one shot of that exhaust because it's just my favorite side of that car. Later on, the sun came up, so that entire row was kind of available for filming, but the other side wasn't. And there was some really cool cars there that I wanted to film, but couldn't because it wouldn't be consistent. I have all cars that are not in the shade, so I can't incorporate a car that is in the shade. It just doesn't look good. Favorite of show. Some really good classics out there. Grand National, always going to be a favorite of mine. Shark Nose Camaro, always going to be a favorite of mine. Also, the Challenger, 1970. Mine would be white, Kowalski, you know. But I still love it. And of course a manual. Couldn't see it because the window was up, but it had that pistol grip shifter. Very cool. Very cool. But then I was walking out to go shoot some exit shots. And what do I see? Not in the show lot. Dodge SuperBee in 1970. And as I walked closer, I look in the engine bay and I see that there's a freaking HEMI in there. So I go, I'm gonna shoot slider shots of this. I gotta include this. Got a startup too. Don't know what it sounds like because there was a freaking ice cream van making the music that no one wants to listen to. Just go away, ice cream van. I'm here for the HEMI. Sounded so good. So good. 5-speed manual swapped. God. And that is my favorite of the show, even though it was outside of the show. So if you park where you shouldn't be parking actually, because that was in the Cinemark parking lot where you shouldn't be parking. You should be parking behind Ford's garage if spectator lot is full. It's going to be the favorite of the show. If I see it and you know that they are there because of the show and it's a car that just, wow, I get goosebumps, it's going to be favorite of the show, and that 1970 SuperBee 100% was it for me. Exit shots. Don't know, not sure. Don't think that they are to the level of Cars in Cantina. Also, not as many as Cars in Cantina. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. There's also a ton of police activity, ton of police keeping people to do civil things instead of going a little overboard. I think some of the people left earlier, and that was some great shots, great audio, went a little bit too fast, and then the cop showed up and it kind of calmed down. But where I was standing, they could still get on it just a little bit to get on the tollway over there. Still good, still nice. This car show shoots better, the show portion, than Cars in Cantina does, just because of the sun. It's just literal perfection for me. But when it comes down to the exit shots, I wasn't really feeling them. Not too much. So overall, this show kind of on the same level as Cars in Cantina, and this is the first time that it was here, so people they probably didn't even know about it. They will after this one for sure. So more cars are going to show up, more special cars are going to show up. Camera shut off. Nice. Overheating. It's already beginning, and it's not even summer yet. Please, camera, please. I need to replace you. And I'm pointing at the camera, which I'm pointing at you, the viewer. I'm pointing at my camera. It's been a soldier, but man, I'd love to have something that shoots 4K 60. It's just, the investment is so great.
a hard pill to swallow, but maybe I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Extra crisp footage, you know, super detailed, because it looks better on YouTube too. Even if you play it at 1080p on a 1080p screen and you do 4K, it's just perfection. I'd love that, but we'll wait and see. Maybe next year, maybe this year, I don't know. Maybe for my birthday, maybe I can do that. Like, that'll be July. Don't know. It's something that I'm thinking about. Let me know in the comment section below if I should do it. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this first ever Cars and Coffee Plano video. I will be back next month, unless something comes up, but you know, I should be here. And as always, you guys take care. Outtakes are coming up, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.